This is a Headgum podcast.
When I was young, oh man, did we have fun. Always, always. Promises, they break before they're made. Sometimes, oh my, it says I'm lacking in depth. I will do my best. You say you want to stand by my side. Darling, your head's not right. That is a portion of my rendition of actually, this is probably in my top 10. Someday was not my favorite song, but the Strokes are in my top 10 favorite artists in high school. And now, like, they still cross over, but like the Strokes for me, especially my senior year of high school, huge.
Yeah, same.
Huge. The year's 2008.
You did them justice.
Thank you. I mean, me and Julian Casablancas, we have kind of the same vocals.
Tonality.
Some people say you should sub in.
Wow. I would agree with that. Because
it's that, darling, your head's not right. You can kind of hear.
Yeah. I love your voice so much. This is such a pleasant surprise. I didn't know I was going to get to hear you sing today, but I feel honored.
Maybe I'll sing genuinely for you later.
Oh, wow.
I never sing for real on the show.
Yeah, let's get vulnerable.
A couple of times. Imagine every episode, should I just start like pulling out a ukulele and doing like my vulnerable acoustic covers?
Why not? You have a platform.
I really should. Like if I was like ding 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 someday. Like, those that phase that we went through in pop culture.
Yeah.
Where like, or it was like subculture, but it was like Tumblr times maybe.
Girls with bangs.
All the girls would sing like this.
Oh, like Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah, like oh. Like, I want to go to the moon. I want to dance with my guy. Like, like you say you love me, but you only love yourself. I mean, it's kind of like a Joanna Newsom.
Oh, when you went to and then I got dinner.
Yeah.
And they're pretending to be old-fashioned.
You in your corduroy jacket.
And you were wearing a bow tie, too.
And I was carrying a book written by Tolstoy.
And I covered it in polka dot book wrap. Oh.
I only drink tea.
And I use almond milk creamer in there. With coconut sugar. You're my cup of sugar.
And I will love you till the sun never sets.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, that was good.
Beautiful.
Wow, the year is 2008. And we are being inundated with that kind of culture.
We really are. We had to fight it off.
Some might say that was like peak Zooey Deschanel.
Mm-hmm.
What was her band called again? Like
She and Him.
And then and that was also like She and Him and like Hello Giggles. Like what was Hello Giggles?
What was that? Hello Giggles.
Wasn't that hers? Wasn't that hers as well?
Oh, yes. What happened to them?
Stuff.
Went under. Damn.
It's a happy place for millennial women.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
That went down the tubes real quick.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about, because we were kind of just talking about pop culture, we were kind of talking about Zooey Deschanel kind of being at her peak, some might say, in 2008.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, 500 Days of Summer, was that 2006, I think? That was like, she got to me, if you are like a cisgendered... 2009.
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
if you're like a cisgendered heterosexual female actress, I do feel that whether or not we're willing to admit it, playing a manic pixie dream girl
was a dream.
What it is a dream. It's a
Yeah.
chat. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean,
sure,
bucket
let me
list.
play a character that has no substance,
Yeah.
but is elusive, will fix your life, and will fuck you.
And can make nice, like, fun, colorful blankets that
Yeah.
she, like, hand knits.
And can,
you
like,
know?
live in complete chaos.
Yeah, and she can eat cupcakes and,
Yeah.
like, has a perfect body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do feel like she got to do that in 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we really never know anything about her in 500 Days of Summer.
What do we get to know about her? That her name is
Summer? And that Jogo is obsessed with her?
And that she has brown hair.
And bangs?
Mega bangs.
Yeah, mega
I
bangs.
would say.
Mega
Yeah.
bangs. She is bang.
She is bangs.
Zoe Deschanel is bang.
I've seen some photos, some red carpet photos of her without bang, and I'm like,
You
I
need
can't,
bang.
I can't look at this.
She
Yeah,
bangs,
yeah.
she bangs.
Oh, baby.
Okay. So here's what came out in 2008 in the theaters,
Mhm,
in the
okay.
cinemas, in the
Let's
pictures.
see how often I went to the cinema.
Okay. Baby Mama.
Did not see it.
Really?
Did not see it.
A classic
What was
Amy.
that?
It was an Amy Poehler, Tina Fey flick.
Yes. I remember seeing the trailer.
Where Amy Poehler is lying about being pregnant as Tina Fey's surrogate.
Oh, is this the one where she, like, is shitting in the sink in the
No.
trailer?
I think you're thinking Bridesmaids?
It's like Amy Poehler's, like, crouched up, like, on a sink. She's, like,
Maybe.
acting like a baby.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Okay.
I think Dax Shepard is in it too.
Good for him.
Anyway, Management, a movie I've never seen with
never-
Jennifer Aniston and my guy, Steve Zahn.
Big Zahn head over here.
Me too.
Oh, my God.
Would absolutely smash.
100%.
My Best Friend's Girl, God, kind of a flop year for films.
Seriously.
My Best Friend's Girl, is it possible that this is starring, wait for it, Jason Biggs, Kate Hudson, and Dane Cook, and
Cook.
and Alec Baldwin? This did not age
yikes.
well.
Oh, God. You can't be watching that movie in 2017.
No. Yes, man.
Oh, Yes, Man. I remember seeing that. Also starring
It's
Miss
starring-
Deschanel.
Yep, Jim Carrey.
Big year for her.
Zoe.
Yeah.
I liked Yes Man, but I'm also
liked it too.
I'm a Carrie head. You know what I mean?
I'm a Carrie head and I'm a Deschanel queen.
Yeah. I'm a bang girl.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I got a little side bangs going.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my bangs.
On the last two movies that I'm going to mention here, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's a classic.
Classic.
That was the hit of the year. I
I
didn't
mean,
know that
that
was
was
08.
probably, I'm going to type in just to find out, 2008 biggest blockbusters.
That's a good search.
Oh, fuck me right on up. Do you want to know what the biggest, this is honestly absurd that I didn't bring it up
Oh my
first
God.
thing.
Well, you better get fucked up.
Can you guess the biggest movie of 2008? Like, go
Can I
back
guess?
into your brain. I'm not sure if this movie came out when we were in
Was
high
it a
school
summer
or when we were-
blockbuster? We were graduated.
I don't
It's
know.
summer.
I don't know if it was like,
Is it Spider-Man?
no.
Oh, fuck.
Tevi, you looked it up.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You're going to feel like a fucking dumb ass.
I'm going to feel like, I need to get fucked right up
Yeah.
after you tell me.
Are you ready for it?
I guess so.
The Dark Knight.
I was gonna say that. Oh, fuck my tits! I was just about to say Batman.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, so Spider-Man must be Batman. Fuck.
It goes number
Okay.
1, The Dark Knight. Number 2,
Fuck my
Iron
tits.
Man.
I knew that.
Number 3, I
damn
forgot
it.
about this movie. Number 3 was Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
Is that the Indiana Jones with Shia LaBeouf?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think so.
The new Pope, Shia LaBeouf, was in Indiana Jones?
And then number 4 was Hancock, a movie that I think stars Will Smith.
It does, R.I.P.
Anyway, well, where
Yeah.
were we? The question is, where were we when Hancock was apparently ravaging the box office?
Well, we must have been in the theater.
Well, we actually were in Peters Township
Oh, we were.
in Pennsylvania.
Well, I was at least.
And
yeah.
who are you? You are Natalie Palamides.
Yes, thank you so much. That's me. That is me.
Natalie,
And,
what an absolute treat. Every time I'm with you, I think to myself, why don't I hang out with this girl more?
I think that too, Greta. Like every time I'm just enamored with you. I think I'm too big of a fan.
I'm too big of a fan of yours. And you know
Well,
what? You're over
mystery
here
solved.
hanging out with Blair Saki.
I'm hanging out with Saki. We're going on walks on the beach. We're getting our 10K steps in.
And I'm like,
Come on a stroll.
I think Blair is keeping you all to
Oh,
herself.
she's separating her friend groups.
Yeah, she is. Because she's that kind of person.
Yeah, she's like, I want this person. I
Yeah.
want this person.
She's very, you know, Blair.
And she pretends like she does breath work and then she's chill and it's like,
Yeah, honey, she doesn't do breath work. She hardly breathes.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly. That girl's barely
That
living.
girl's barely breathing.
Could barely
Actually,
get her
just
out
kidding.
of her apartment. I mean, she likes to, is she Cancer? She
No,
likes to
she's
be
not.
at
She's a
home.
Libra.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that check out?
Yes, I
don't
mean,
know
my mom
anything
was a
about this.
Libra. My mom was a Libra and she
Okay.
loved to be at home, but I also think my mom was undiagnosed bipolar. So that's also maybe another reason why she wanted to stay home.
And that's why we're all sitting here today.
Absolutely.
Our moms.
Natalie, speaking of moms,
Yes.
I have to know, I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say people are going to think that I'm insinuating that you are a teen mom, but I'm not.
No, wasn't having that much action.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
what were you like in high school? What was going on? What was your high school like? What were you like?
Yes. Okay.
Because you are so you.
Thank you, Greta. I think you're you too. I want to know what you were like.
me.
I want to know what you were like. You were hot.
No, this is me. This is me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a change. That's a
Vibes.
stark difference.
No, I took that a
You-
year
you
ago.
were like
I love when
emo.
people think this was me in high school. If this was me in high school, I would have been fucking my headmaster.
Oh my God, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you should have been fucking. I'm seeing you there. I'm like, that girl
Honey,
fucks
I
her
tried.
headmaster.
I'm
I mean,
kidding.
you look punk rock.
I was.
Okay, I like
That was,
that.
like, more
That's why you know
my-
the strokes and
Well,
you
no.
look edgy.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm into it.
you know,
I like the haircut.
crooked bangs.
I'm into it. Did you
Diagonal
cut them
bangs.
yourself?
No, I went to this like crazy Italian man who like cut my mom's hair, and I would always want to do crazy things. Like I would get like
Yeah.
pixie cuts or like have
Because
my hair
you're
like
sick. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And one day I was like, I wanted Betty Page bangs,
Okay, that's cute.
but then like he kind of showed me that I would need to curl them every day if I
Oh,
wanted to like
God.
achieve the Betty
With like
Page.
one of those tiny little
Yeah, yeah,
irons.
yeah.
It's like,
And-
I wouldn't even fuck myself without curling
Yeah,
irons so
no.
little.
I said, honey,
Yeah.
I got a tampon bigger than this shoved up
That's
my
what I'm saying. I
cooter.
couldn't even keep all that blood up in my puss.
No.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do hair maintenance. Like, I don't even know how to blow dry my hair.
I can't be doing that either. I don't even have a hairdryer.
Right.
Yeah.
Abe has a hairdryer, and I don't have a hairdryer.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
not to harp on gender roles, but I'm
But-
just saying, okay?
That's fucking weird.
Sometimes I want him to just plug in that hairdryer and blow out his hair, and I just fucking whack off to it.
Yeah, you
turns
just-
me on. I say, you blow dry your
Let
hair.
me rub one out while you give yourself a blowout.
Yeah, I
babe.
said I want to watch you give yourself a blowout. But I went to this Italian man, and he was like, you cannot. And by the way, I can do this accent because I am half Italian,
And I'm half Italian too.
so there we go. He's like, you cannot do this short bang if you're not going to curl it. And then he was like, I know. He's like, I know what we can do instead. And I was like, what? He was like, diagonal, cross your face, a diagonal bang. It will be so chic. And I was like, sick. And then he literally was just like, and I was not expecting it to be
Oh my God.
so extreme.
It
Do you
is
know what I mean?
extreme. Like, can the viewers at home see this?
Yeah, wait. Hold
mean,
on.
I don't mean to make you get up, but people need to see this. You look
also
so
went-
cool.
He went like really short up here.
Oh my God. Yeah, you almost need to curl that part of the bang.
Yeah, it was like the haircut was extreme. But by the way, at the time,
Mm-hmm.
I was dating like the hottest, like coolest boy in my class.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and
So-
all the other girlies were pissed.
You fucked in high school.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I didn't lose my V card till I was 19.
I was like, I wouldn't say I was promiscuous compared to some other people that I knew.
Yeah.
But like I definitely was promiscuous compared to now that we do this show and that I hear people being like I didn't have sex until I was 19, or like I had sex with one person, or like whatever. And I was like, oh.
Damn, you were throwing down?
I was definitely open to throwing down.
Wow.
And I was.
I lied to my first serious boyfriend and told him I sucked a ton of dick in high school.
That's good.
That never happened, though.
I lied to the guy that I lost my virginity to, that I was 2 years older than I was, and that I had sex before.
Yeah.
And then when we had sex, it was very apparent that I absolutely did not have sex before. Well, I was like, I will be strong. So I was like basically reenacting like porn, where I was like, like so not real.
Yeah.
So you weren't getting jackhammered in high school?
No, not until I got to college. I got jackhammered there, and I did have like one of those like moments where my boyfriend, he knew that I was a virgin, and he was very much like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. Oh my God. It feels no, keep going.
Yeah. or like in every teen movie, it's always like, slowly.
Yeah, I think you were reenacting porno and I was reenacting those teen movies. Where
I was like,
yeah, I was like, oh, wait. Go. Okay. Yeah.
Sex is really embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. I know when you think back on it, especially after a breakup. Well, luckily for you, you got it locked down. You don't have to worry about this ever again.
But sex is still embarrassing. Sometimes when I'm having sex with Abe and I'm like on top and my tits are fucking flopping everywhere. Sometimes I'll look down and I'll be like, this is fucking embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a huge mirror in my room, and sometimes I look over and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this is bizarre. Like, like
I don't want. People are like, oh, having sex in front of the mirror is so hot.
I know. I don't want to look at that. I know.
Like me looking around, being like, in the mirror, like
disgusting.
No,
I know, it's like really narcissistic or something to like enjoy watching yourself get fucked, or like, are you watching the other person fuck you? Like, what is satisfying about it? Because I can't look.
You know what's funny? This, and then we do need to get back. Into the topic of high school.
Sure,
but this, like, I was just on a trip with our other friends, and they're a couple, and his girlfriend was being so funny because his girlfriend was like, we were having sex, and like whenever we have sex, either he's staring at his dick or he's staring at his Apple Watch to see how many calories he's burned. And it had me crying, laughing. I was like, honey. And by the way, this girl, and they're a gorgeous couple, but his girlfriend his girlfriend is a model. His girlfriend's like a smoke show and a half.
Okay, amazing.
And to him, I was like, bitch, what?
Look at her.
Yeah, and he's like, my heart rate's up to 141. It's a good heart rate.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. He's like not even thinking about when he's going to come or whatever. He's like just getting reps in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, these are just hip thrusts.
Yeah.
He
was like, it's essentially the same thing as squats if you think about it. It's just a different angle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, people are crazy. Anyway, were you crazy in high school?
I was definitely fun. I was a really good kid, but like I was a floater. So I hung out with all the different groups, the goths, the cheerleaders, the theater kids, the nerds.
Did you do theater?
I did theater. I tried out for every single sport my freshman year and didn't make any of the teams.
Really? Did you want to play sports?
Yeah, I did.
What was your dream sport?
Volleyball. And I was excellent at volleyball. And Brianna Grove, they put her on the team before me. And sorry for listening, Brianna Grove, but I think I was objectively better than her skill-wise, but she just had like a foot of height on me.
Well, unfortunately, that foot of height does count in volleyball.
They wanted to put the time in on Brianna, even though I had more natural talent.
Right. You were technically better in that moment, but they were like, well, she's probably not going to grow.
Yeah, that was it. But you know
if you were like, please, I promise I'll do my best to grow a foot. You probably would have made it.
I know.
But
can't go back now. You know what's funny though is growing up, my family members nicknamed me Yao after Yao Ming, the basketball player, because I grew like more quickly. I had my growth spurt before everybody else in my family, like my cousins, and I was much taller than everybody else, and I was like dunking on everybody at like family basketball games and stuff.
And then it just stopped when you were like 14.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Damn. How about you?
I stopped growing, I think, when I was 14 too.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember like
It's
I
like,
say that I'm 5'4", but I'm really like 5'3" and 3/4.
yeah.
Okay, not to be, isn't it, you know what I think is interesting about us as adults? You know when you're a kid and you're like, I'm like 3 years and 9 months. Like,
Older
you're
than you.
So
Yeah.
specific.
Mm-hmm.
Height is still the only thing that we are
Get
so
specific about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like,
You want to get that extra millimeter.
my sister's 5'6.5", and I was like, God, like I would love to have been that height, but
Damn.
here I am.
They say you stop growing pretty much a year after you start menstruating.
Yeah, and that was I think I got my period when I was like 13,
Yeah, same.
and then 14. Yeah, I think
My mom got her period at 16, and so I'm like, they're putting too much hormones in the milk, dude.
Oh, I mean, I remember I went to maybe the 4th grade with a girl that got her period when she was 8.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, an 8-year-old cannot handle that.
Oh, God.
Like, when you're 8, you can hardly use your hands.
Oh, my God. I know.
Let
you can't
alone,
even, like, spell shit.
You can't even hold a fork.
No.
That's why you're eating sandwiches.
Your parents are cutting up your steak for you
Yeah,
still. You're supposed to put a
exactly.
tampon in?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ,
I
that
know.
poor girl. I got a pube at 9, and I remember showing my cousin my puss and being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know. I don't have that.
I vividly remember seeing my first pube.
God damn it. Yeah, me too.
I was on the toilet and
Yeah.
I was peeing in some. When I was little, I used to I wanted to pee like a boy. Like I wanted to stand
fair.
and pee.
It's convenient.
Because I was like, damn, this looks like so much fun to just stand and pee. So then my closest thing to peeing like a boy is I would face the toilet and then I would like straddle it and I would like get low and I would
Smart
like
girl.
tip my pelvis forward and then I'd pee and then I'd look
She's done
down.
that.
You've done it, yeah.
Okay.
And then I looked down and I remember seeing my first pube.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like one single, like long, fine, very
Yes.
fine
Same.
piece of hair. And I was like,
It's like a little curly, right?
mine was
Straight?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be very vulnerable with you guys right now.
No, it was not.
I have the hair on my body
Is straight?
is straight.
Shut the fuck up.
The hair on my body is straight.
All of it?
Yeah.
No.
Straight.
Way.
Straight. My armpit hair, when it grows out, could be like a Pantene ad. Because it's so straight.
Holy
Everything's
shit. Wow. So you don't have to do any styling down there.
Oh, I absolutely need to trim, honey, okay? Because just because we don't have curls doesn't mean we don't have length. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you probably have more length since you don't
I
have
have
the
a
curl.
lot of length. I don't have density, but I have length, which is honestly kind of disgusting, because it's like wispy, and like I went to get a bikini
You
wax.
got a little Whiskers the cat down there.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm gonna throw to a break, and then I promise you we're
We
gonna
have to
talk about high school. We're back. Okay, so we're in high school. You desperately
Yes.
wanted to be an athlete, and you got
Yeah.
rejected.
Yes.
But you're so.
I gave it my all.
I feel like you would have been a great gymnast.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I missed that. My mom didn't want to pay for I did want to take really intense dance classes and gymnastic classes like my friend who lived down the street from me, but my mom was like, you don't need that. She's like, just take the ones at the school. The school dance gymnastic classes.
The team or whatever.
It was just some 13-year-old teaching you how to tap and do tumble or somersaults or whatever. So I didn't have the proper but I would have I'm stocky.
You're muscular.
I'm stocky and I'm built to
You're built to survive.
I'm built to pull oxes around my, little village or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same way about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the body of a bulldog. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm barrel-chested.
Yes.
I bulk easily.
Yes.
And I love it.
I was made to do labor.
Yes.
Carry heavy pails of water.
Me too.
And pull vegetables.
Yes.
All day.
Yeah.
And that's our heritage.
That
We're
is.
Italian. What are you?
Sicilian.
Okay. And what's the other half of you?
The other half
Sicilian?
of me, well, I'm half Sicilian, and then I have a chunk that's like Irish, British, and then I have a chunk that's Ashkenazi Jewish.
Oh, nice. Wow, those are nice chunks. You
That's
got
what
a nice
we're working with.
That's a nice
And
little
then
pizza pie.
In my Ashkenazi Jewish, like that's like an umbrella, and then I would say that comes down to like Hungarian and Lithuanian Jews and some Polish Jews.
Amazing. Is that what you are?
I'm Romanian.
Ah.
Oh yeah, well
nice.
you know,
Yeah.
That's good,
a
people.
Romanian Jew,
Close enough.
right?
Yeah.
You're Jewish.
Yeah.
You know what? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shalom to you, my friend. Shalom until we meet again.
That's beautiful.
You guys know that song?
No,
Oh, it's a really good Jewish like holiday song.
I don't know that song at all.
Never heard of it.
But I did.
Shalom.
My favorite part of going to Hebrew school was
The songs.
the songs.
Yeah. How do you
Fabulous
not know this?
songs. I don't. Did you ever learn that song?
Oh, this one is a hit. So like the chorus, when the chorus kicks in, it's like shalom, oh wait, it's like good friends and others singing shalom to you, my friend, shalom until we meet again.
Did you learn
And
this in high school?
I was raised Catholic.
Really?
Yeah, but
did
I
you
was
learn this in high school?
I learned it in the River City Youth Chorale, which was a young children's choir in Pittsburgh that I was a part of. And
That's
we sang
beautiful.
holiday songs around the city, and we had like a wide array of Jewish holiday songs that we sang.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I loved that's one of my favorites. Shalom to you, my friend.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
How
thank
long
you.
were you in that choir for?
Gosh, maybe like 5 years.
Did you do it in high school?
No, it was from like third to 8th grade or something like that.
I gotta say, I do have a soft spot for children singing. Like children
Yeah.
in choirs, there's something so haunting. It's equal parts terrifying as it is
Angelic.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And to me, I think that that's kind of the world.
That's the sweet spot right there.
It is.
That's-
Terrifying and gorge.
Yeah, that's what we as artists seek to do, I think, all the time is be terrifying and gorgeous simultaneously.
So wait, you did get into theater though.
Yes, so because I didn't make any of the teams, I auditioned for the play, and I was actually one of the only freshmen to get cast in a main part in the
In what?
play. God, now I don't even remember what it was.
Do you remember a line?
I think it was a Neil Simon show.
Okay. Whatever.
I don't remember.
You booked.
But I booked it. Yeah, I booked it.
And were you excited?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to remember what it was.
We can probably like look it up.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
your high school big?
It was about 500 people in each class.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
not big, not
moderately
small.
sized. Yeah. How about you?
I think mine was small. I think there were around 200 kids in my class.
Oh, okay.
Maybe less.
Oh, wow, that's pretty tight. That's
Yeah,
a pretty
something like
tight-knit
that.
community. Were you popular? Yeah,
was a
you were.
floater.
You were dating the hottest guy in school.
Not because I was popular. I was a floater.
Oh, so he was like attracted to like your outsider.
Yeah, I was like
qualities.
I had mystique, and I like smoked pot,
like,
and I listened to like
"Greta."
rap music.
Greta, let's go to the punk show on Friday.
Yeah, even
Okay.
though he was not into that.
Oh.
I graduated out of my punk phase with boys, and then I
Oh,
fell
I see.
into
Okay.
I fell into the whole of DC school, which is being attracted to wasps, essentially.
Oh, wow.
You know.
That is quite the transition.
Yeah, like waspy boys that
What do you think made that pivot for you?
because I think I was like I was like hanging out with a lot of kids that were didn't go to the same school as me and that were like into the hardcore scene. But I didn't like that hardcore kids were straight edge, number one.
Oh, yeah. She's not sober.
No. They were like, a lot of them were like straight edge vegans, honestly.
Oh, God.
And
I roll. Right?
and their shows, like, I gotta be honest with you. I've talked about this before on the show. Like, high school hardcore bands, it is so few and far between that they are good. Most of the time they are
I would say it's like a
awful
0%
and unlistenable.
chance. Yeah.
And I have this moment of being at a house show and watching this band and like looking at everyone around me, and everyone was doing like that crazy like arm,
they're like hitting you in the face
flailing,
and you're like-
moshing.
Yeah.
No, but then I had this moment where I was just like, who are these? What am I? This is not.
So you didn't like to mosh?
No.
You didn't like to crowd surf? I was big into mosh. I was big into crowd surfing.
You're brave. Like, I was too, like, I had
You're brave.
I am brave, but I have like really deep-rooted fears of breaking my teeth.
Oh, Jesus. Well, yeah. I mean, when you have his teeth as nice as yours.
But you have great teeth, too. So did you go to a lot of hardcore shows?
I went to a lot of punk shows and like I loved Warped Tour.
Yeah, Warped Tour is. But to me, Warped Tour is like different
not
because it's like
hardcore.
mainstream. It's not like hardcore in the sense of people being like, yeah.
Okay, I guess no then. I went to like more punk shows.
Yeah.
Like,
and I love punk
guys
shows, and I
are
still
saying,
love
like
punk shows.
this.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. But I
Happy,
would
thrilled.
mosh. I would crowd surf. I remember like, I was like at the Offspring at a Warped Tour, and I
Offspring's
was like
one of my favorite bands.
about to pass out, and like all these hot punk guys were like, "Get her out of here!" And they like all saved me, and like they hoisted me up, and I got like crowd surfed out of the Offspring because I was like about to pass out, and all these guys were like, "Let's go, get her up!"
And they saved your life.
They saved my life.
Your life was saved at a punk show.
Yeah, many times.
I love the Offspring.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Actually, one of my friends'
So good.
brothers, who I'm also friendly with, he is now, I think, their drummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he single?
I mean, he might be. I'll do some digging.
Sure.
I will do some digging.
see.
He's
Like,
the
I'm not
sweetest
desperate or anything.
person.
I'm not desperate. He's not too nice, is he?
Did you have a boyfriend in high school?
I had this guy ask me out named Richard Hartz, and we only talked through IM. We went on a couple dates, like we went to the movies, but like we sat like,
What movie did you see?
I don't even remember. I just remember like sitting in the car afterwards, like waiting like this, like, is he gonna kiss me? And then I remember him like walking me to my front door, and I was like, see ya. And then he like never kissed me. And
Did you go to the same high school?
We went to the same high school. He was 2 years older than me. He asked me to prom over IM.
What was your screen name?
Oh, I had a few different ones. Dance the Disco.
Love.
The one that I used mostly was my last name and first name, alternating letters. So it was PNAALTAAMLIIDEES.
Whoa.
Which, why did I make it that? So I had
It's so
Dance the
hard.
Disco, and then I had Believe Me, Natalie. Like,
That's
you know,
good.
Killers
Yeah.
songs. Yeah. And that was back in the day where you could make like a bunch of,
I know you could change it up.
yeah, you could change it up, and away messages were so fun.
And like your like profile, like about you. Like mine was always some fucking dumb quote.
yeah. Do you remember that one away message where people are like, if you want to have a 24-hour fuck-a-thon with someone on your guest list or buddy list, like, put this as your away message. Do you remember that? So many kids in my high school had that as their away message, and I was like, oh shit. Like,
Did you
Lauren
put that
wants
as your
to
away
fuck
message?
somebody. No. Oh my
A
God, I'd be
24-hour
mortified.
fuck-a-thon?
Yeah, if you want to have a 24-hour fuck-a-thon with someone on your buddy list, make this your away message. Nobody else had that?
I did not. I think that was a regional 24-hour fuckathon.
Yeah.
I think the episode, we're going to call it 24-hour fuckathon. Would they do, like, who was having a 24-hour fuckathon in high school?
Oh my God. This girl who, she was like one of the goth girls that I sat with. And she was so dark, and like she was in honors English, even though she always got D's because she was amazing at poetry. They like still put her on the honors classes because they knew that she wasn't getting good grades, because it's not that she wasn't smart enough to be in there. It's just that like she didn't give a fuck about turning in homework.
Love that.
And actually one day, I'll get to this, she like strangled me in the hallway.
What?
Yeah. But first
Like,
I'll tell you.
Did she not? Like, okay, you're going to tell me after.
One day at lunch, she's like, "Oh, my thighs are so sore. Fred was fucking me for like 6 hours straight last night and was holding my legs up over my head." And I just remember I'm like 15. We're like 15, 16 years old. And I was like, holy shit, just thinking about getting fucked for 6 hours straight.
I mean,
I'm like, there's
hours
no
straight.
way that Fred was fucking for 6 hours. Like, your pussy
No.
couldn't handle it.
No,
Your pussy couldn't handle it.
It's no. I mean, I will say,
She told me that she got fucked for 6 hours straight with her legs up over her head the entire time.
her feet were fully drained of blood.
Yeah, probably like with
pins
her
and
like
needles.
big platform
Yeah.
like docks on, and her like fucking like ripped
tights.
fishnets. Yeah.
And they just ripped a hole in their crotch.
Yeah, but
so
I remember
she could keep on the shoes and the tights.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I imagined it. Anyways, I didn't get the specifics, but when she told me, that's what I pictured. I have a very visual imagination.
What happened when she strangled you?
Okay, so she was dating. Oh wait, no. My friend Kayla was dating this guy. Oh my god. And I found out that fucked. And I was just trying to be a good friend, and I was like, hey, I think like and might be hooking up. I told Kayla, and got so pissed that I told Kayla because they were friends. And so she like pushed me up against the wall in the hallway and like held me up by my neck, and she was like, did you fucking tell Kayla that me and were fucking? And I was like, no, well, you maybe, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I remember Zach DeFelice just walking by going, didn't say anything. And then I told my cousin Nina what happened because she was like best friends with, and we were in line for getting like lunch or grilled cheese or something. We were in the lunch line, and Nina was just like, I'm so pissed. Like, I'm going to talk to her about it. But that's all that pretty much happened.
Did you ever get in any other fights?
Almost with the vice principal.
What happened?
So they made this stupid fucking rule that caused like a lot of kids to get ostracized from their lunch table. There used to be no limit to how many kids could sit at a lunch table. And then, so sometimes there was like 13 kids at a table, and then they changed the limit to 8. You were only allowed to have 8 kids at a lunch
Why?
table. So many kids were like getting sent away and ostracized, and it was causing like
But
all
here's
these
my
rifts.
question. Why?
I know, right? They were saying it was for fire code stuff, but it's bullshit. It's like,
It's like, well,
Why
the
did-
same
why would
number
it-
of people are in the room.
Exactly. And so my vice principal was walking by, and I was like, you're causing kids to be ostracized in the lunchroom. And he like stopped. He was like, you're being passive aggressive. And I was like, you're causing unnecessary stress to kids like for no reason, blah, blah, blah. And I like stood up to him for that. And I just basically said there's no reason for the 8 limit rule at the lunch table.
And what did he say?
He just basically told me to like cool it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went head to head with the vice principal. And then another time that I kind of got in trouble, I was like pretty good kid, but for our junior pictures, because it was the last time that we would have our picture taken for the yearbook before we had like these pictures taken, you know? And so I dressed up really goofy for my school photo.
What'd you
And
wear?
I had like a reindeer sweater on and big glasses, and I put like Pippi Longstocking wire in my hair. And it was a great photo. And they made me do a reshoot because they said it wasn't an accurate depiction of who I really was.
If anything, I would say that's probably the most accurate depiction of who you really
yes,
are.
Thank you, Greta. And so I refused to smile in my junior year photo, which is now my Twitter photo. I'm just like going like this. And the guy was like, do you want to smile? And I was like, no.
This is the theme that we have on this show where like, did you ever feel that you had a teacher or someone in a position of power that like
Was against you?
was against you or completely wanted to put out your flame or
Yes,
like
yes. Yeah.
Did it affect you?
No, not really. I would just like make fun of them behind their back.
Yeah.
And that was it. How about you?
I mean, it definitely affected me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I've talked about this ad nauseum on this show, but like,
Okay.
had I had a more supportive like drama teacher, I definitely would have pursued acting way sooner in my life than I had.
Oh, she was like jealous of you, your drama teacher?
She didn't like me at all for reasons unknown because I was probably really fucking hot.
Probably. I mean,
And
look
really
at those diagonal
talented.
bangs.
And she was like, you know, this girl's so hot. This girl's so talented.
It's so bizarre when adults get like jealous of kids.
Also, it's like, babe, who cares?
yeah.
This is fucking high school theater. Our theater was not like a competitive theater. Like we weren't competing in like the Jimmies or whatever, like states or other
Yeah.
things. Like, you know, Mitra was in a competitive theater program.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was such thing as competitive theater. Was she in Florida? Where was it?
She was in Ohio.
They didn't have this in Pennsylvania.
Mm-mm.
Like competitive theater?
I
That is
know.
psychotic.
It's crazy.
And that's why I didn't have a good Shakespeare monologue when I auditioned for CMU.
What was your Shakespeare monologue?
Well, it was like barely a Shakespeare monologue because I went in there. I did a couple lines from maybe it was like Romeo and Juliet or something. And I stopped in the middle because I couldn't remember my lines. And I told the guy, I was like, I don't really like Shakespeare, which is not true. I do like it. I just was like,
Well, it's
not
you need to
properly
learn.
educated.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
you need to learn how to read it. And that's a whole fucking thing. People spend their life
yeah.
working on honing that craft.
Yeah. I wasn't in competitive theater. And then he said, you probably shouldn't have told me that. I mean, this was CMU people that I was auditioning
What is
for.
CMU?
Carnegie Mellon University.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know the abbreviation.
That's
That's
tits.
how fucking, that is the Tits McGee of drama school.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. So you didn't audition for any drama schools,
No.
anything like that?
No.
Wow.
Nay. I know.
Yeah.
To think what I could have been.
Wow.
Did you drink in high school?
No, I didn't drink. Even like going into my freshman year of college, my friend Gina and I, who were best friends, we went to school together since I think 5th or 6th grade. And we've been best friends since then. And we went to college together.
Where'd you end up going to college again?
It's a state school in Pennsylvania called Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
And I was so upset to go there because it's like the dumb kids school.
But did you
it's
like
a
it?
Huge party school. I loved it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. And they actually had a great theater program. It was really fun.
Great.
But yeah, me and Gina teamed up my freshman year of college and we're like, nobody's going to make us drink. Like, we're going to stand strong. Like, we're like probably like those straight edge kids that
Yeah.
you didn't really like.
Wasn't that I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I just was kind of like, I was just like curious to do other shit.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have X's on my hands or anything.
Yeah.
But then, so I said nobody would be able to pressure me. But then November, during the cast party. Okay. Okay. Cast party, November, my older friend Miana, she got me a 40 of Mike's Hard Lemonade. And that's what did it. That's
Yeah.
what did me in.
You know, Mike's Hard will lure anyone to the dark side.
Yeah.
It's just it's a delicious little drink.
I had the night of my life.
Yeah.
I was like, grabbing on everybody and was like, I'm drunk.
I feel like you're not even a big drinker now, though.
Well, because I have like chronic health issues, so I don't really drink. I just eat mushrooms.
Yeah.
Because the drinking causes inflammation. But
Oh my God.
I love to drink.
Yeah.
But I don't because
I feel you, sister. I
Because
have
health.
lupus.
I have Lyme disease.
I had Lyme disease when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Got bit by a
Fucking
little deer tick.
Oh my God, those fuckers.
I know.
They ruin lives.
They really do.
God damn it.
I know.
Yeah.
Um,
But you look
Oh.
great.
you look great.
Yeah. You look like you're in great health.
You look like you're in
You
great
got a
health.
handle on it.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
for a minute, but now I do.
Yeah. I have flare ups every once in a
Yeah,
while.
you know.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. Is that a door knock I hear? Why, yes, it is.
Ah.
We're in the high school guidance counselor's office.
Oh my God. Oh, I got something to say about this bitch.
Well, here we go. I am your
Okay.
high school guidance counselor. And in this section of the show,
Yeah.
I let you say fuck you to someone or apologize to someone or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
And then we heal your past high school trauma.
Whoa. Well, I first got to say fuck you to my guidance counselor because she discouraged me from going into theater. When I
See?
told her I wanted to apply to theater school, she was like, well, here, you're a big fish in a small pond. And if you try to do acting, it's really unstable and you're going to be a small fish in a very big pond. And I was
What
like,
is wrong with these people?
I know, it's like not your job to discourage people from their dreams.
But also the biggest lesson you can learn, like if I ever have a kid,
yeah.
something that I was so appreciative of my parents that they instilled in me is like, just try.
Yeah.
Like if you try and you fail, at least you tried.
At least you tried. Yeah, exactly. And they're guidance counselors. They're supposed to guide you into what you would like to pursue, you know?
I know.
Yeah, at least just try. You're just going to die anyways, right?
I was truly an hour ago
Mm-hmm.
talking to my trainer, okay? And I said to him, I was like, I literally fail every single day.
And that's why you're so successful.
I mean, I don't know. I just like, think about it. In our work,
I mean,
it's
look at you.
constant
Do you think your face
failure.
would be up here on this wall
No.
if you weren't failing every single day?
But do you know what I mean? Like in what we do in our line of work, it's like it's such a specific experience because
Oh, yeah.
in no other line of work do you get
Constantly
fucking
rejected.
pounded
Yes.
with rejection.
And a lot of the
Pounded.
times, face to face, in person.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting jackhammered
Oh, constantly.
with rejection.
Yeah, you're getting your thighs and
You're like,
headlocks
for
at
6
the edge
hours,
of the bed.
for 6 hours
you're
and
getting your
in
cherry
thick
popped.
docks,
Yeah.
losing your virginity.
Yeah, you were just getting annihilated.
Yeah,
like,
left and right.
Yeah, pounded
Every
for sure.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you like how many things I got rejected from this year alone.
Oh, last week, babe.
Last week.
Last week, at least.
We're
At
going
least
on-
6 things.
At least.
That's one a day.
That's
more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, one a
think-
day. Well, there's 7 days in a week. But I mean, one a day in the sense of like, if it's a 5-day work week, you know, but we don't have that. We work
Oh my
all
God, I never know
hours.
when my weekend is.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some days it could be a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Some days it could be no
No
weekend
week
at
at
all. Okay,
Yeah.
so fuck you to your high school guidance counselor.
Fuck you to the guidance counselor. Who else should I say fuck you to? I feel like I loved
Fuck you to the vice principal.
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck you to the vice principal, making me retake my photo. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, like what's wrong with you?
Also, like Sasha Michelle, she took like a really like goofy photo. Nobody made her change her picture.
well, her name was Sasha Michelle.
Yeah, she's very cool.
Yeah.
And she's still very cool. She's
you
nice.
go.
Hey, Sasha. Wonder if she's
All
maybe
of
she's
these names are
listening.
getting bleeped out.
Okay. Oh, okay. And what is it supposed to be? Somebody I want to tell to fuck off, right? Oh, here I can say this. This is something that I've wanted to say for a long time. I regretted it so badly, but the girl who got
Yeah.
fucked by Fred for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I had a crush on this guy Nate Hansen, and he told that he thought I was pretty. And she told me, she's like, Nate told me he thinks you're pretty. And I was like, ew. Okay. And like, so nothing ever happened. I never got to suck Nate's dick or anything.
Because of the way you reacted.
Yeah, I could have
But
like,
did you think he was hot?
oh my God, I loved him. I had a huge crush on him.
Classic.
I know. Isn't that terrible?
That's a primal reaction.
I know.
Because you don't want to show your vulnerability
I
when
know,
you're like
especially
17
in high
or 16,
school.
whatever.
Yeah, I know. But then I
Cool
missed
as
my
a
chance.
cucumber.
I missed my chance. And
Well, where's he at now?
you know, I'm not sure.
You play him on stage.
Oh, that's a different guy.
I was like, Nate. I'm like, interesting.
I mean, realistically, I could never date a guy named Nate. Like Nate and Natalie.
It would be very funny.
Yeah.
I would fuck your Nate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
I
Thank
would
you.
absolutely fuck your
Thank
Nate.
you so much.
I
Greta.
don't know if
He's really like masculine.
he is. Like,
yeah.
I actually think he's the kind of person
Chicks
that
dig
would
it.
like go down on you for hours.
Oh, 100%.
And like,
Yeah, he'd
probably
make you
would
come like 10 times.
Yeah, he would make you come a million times, but then
Yeah.
he would come in like 30 seconds.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Like really fast.
He would come while he's got his tongue in your box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, your Nate's hot.
Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoy him. Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
Ring a ding a ding a ding. Is that the school bell?
We have a classmate who wrote in. This is when my listeners get to talk to the guidance counselor and you.
Ah.
Please, you guys, classmates, I know there are more of you that listen to this pod because I can see the analytics. And the thing is, I need you all to write in.
Right.
Because I love this section of the show. I love hearing from you. I love knowing that you exist.
Right.
So if you feel like dropping a note, you can even make up a story for all I care.
It can be fake.
It can be fake. Fake it till you make it.
That's right. That's what I did on my resume.
Yeah. Lie. Easy.
Everybody in Hollywood lies. That's what I don't get.
Constantly.
Some of my friends are like, I don't want to lie. I'm like, everybody that
Grow
is
up.
winning lied.
Grow up. Grow
Yeah,
up. Part
exactly.
of growing up is lying.
Exactly.
Write us, please. seniorsuperlativespod@gmail.com. Okay, Tevi, who is our classmate today? What is their gripe?
We have Sam today writing in. Sam says, I'd like to give a huge apology to a former classmate of mine named Courtney. I served as editor of our yearbook for 2 years, which was truly the only capacity in which I held any power or cachet during my entire high school career. I was envious of Courtney because while I secretly dreamed of being a filmmaker, she had the confidence to actually be one, and she showed a lot of talent. She was one of our staff photographers, and during an after-school rush to deadline one evening, I noticed a spot of fresh menstrual blood left behind on the couch cushion. When she got out of her wheeled computer chair and left the room. Without naming her directly, minutes later, I loudly made everyone aware of the blood. Then, intoxicated by their laughter and armed with a new 10-cent word I learned in AP Psych that morning, I took a Sharpie and in large block letters wrote Monarchy Mobile. I don't know if that's how you say that. On the back of
Monarchy Mobile.
Yeah. Oh boy. On the back of the chair. I'll never forget the look on Courtney's face when she returned to the room and connected the dots about what had happened in her absence. The teacher didn't even notice or care, and the chair stayed that way for the rest of the year. I even had the audacity to be offended when she later invited my older brother, but did not invite me to a Thanksgiving Eve bar crawl in our hometown during our college years. She made the right choice, and I'm so sorry for period shaming and embarrassing her like that. Take care of each other, kids. And Greta, keep up the excellent work.
Wow, that is fucked. That made me think of something though that I need to apologize for.
Okay, I'm first. Let's deal with this.
Okay,
and then you can apologize.
Okay. Thanks.
Here's the thing. You know, this
kids are so
they already
mean.
know that this was awful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you know that.
Yeah.
What I would say, and it's rare that I say this on the show.
Yeah.
It could be worth you sending her a note, literally apologizing. Like
a letter would mean a lot.
These things do mean something, like because you know that this story has stuck with her forever.
Yeah, she didn't invite you to the bar crawl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you have. I'm sure you've considered it, and you've been, maybe like I don't know how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. But I think truly, essentially, just writing what you wrote to us, without, of course, detailing the specifics of the action. Yeah. Like, I do think a genuine apology really does mean something, and I think that would also be really healing for you. And even if she were to respond to you with like a fuck you, at least
she tried.
At least you tried, and at least you let her know that you still think about it to this day and that you are remorseful for your actions.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think you could pretty much just send her what you wrote right there. You already got it written up. Just print it out, sign it,
Send it off.
Send it off. Yeah.
Ship it off.
Yeah. I mean, you know where to find her.
Yeah.
You know where she's on Instagram, even if you can't find her home address, which I think a handwritten note.
I know, a handwritten note's really nice.
It's nice, but maybe
it
it's
could be creepy.
Yeah.
Maybe
email.
Just email.
Email her.
Yeah.
That's less creepy and it's still sincere.
And also something that I would suggest, and I know that this person is already going to do it because clearly this person is listening to this show, is very emotionally intelligent, lovely individual, as all of my fans are.
Yeah.
Say, I recognize that this apology is too late.
Yeah.
But as they say, better late than never. So, look, we forgive you here on the pod. You need to forgive yourself. You can't keep on letting the past dictate the future.
Don't carry this around with you. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Don't gonna hold you back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. 'Cause I've done it out that I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. If you could go back in time and give your high school self any advice, what would it be?
Oh, it would be to like react better when you hear that Nate has a crush on you, like have some confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It would be to maybe like drink. Although I don't regret like totally not drinking. I mean, we theater kids had just a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm.
What else would I say to myself? I would say like don't work at Subway.
You worked at Subway?
Yes.
For how long?
2 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was a sandwich artist for 2 years.
Oh my
and
God.
I was like blasting Suicidal Tendencies
Love.
in the Subway, and I would like take a nap in the back. Like I would pull up the cutting board or like the rolly cart that you're supposed to use to like cut vegetables and stuff, and I pull it up to like the counter in the back, and I would take a nap. And I was like the only one working, and I would just wait until I heard the little bell ring.
Yeah.
Like, especially on Friday nights. Oh, here's something about high school, too, is that I would tell myself, like, you don't have to be so Catholic. Like, I went into, like, a super hard Catholic phase. Respect to my family, you know, like, they're all very Catholic, and I love them very much.
Like, when you say you went into a hard Catholic phase.
Like, I woke up early to go to church before school.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What led you to do that?
I think I was just trying to like find comfort
like,
and
identity.
approval, and my uncle, who I really love, is like super Catholic, and I think I wanted to like make him proud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Going to mass before
school. Yeah.
That's intense.
And then I remember going to like these like Catholic like weekend camps for teens. It was called like Life Teen or something. And
why did the names always suck?
It's so creepy.
Life
right?
Teen? What the fuck is that?
I know.
It's like, give
Doesn't
it
make
more
any
than
fucking
1
sense.
minute to think about it.
Like, just Catholic teen.
Yeah.
Makes more sense than
or
fucking
like
Life
Catholic
Teen.
youths.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Life Teen? What?
Yeah. Or like Pope Kids. That's cooler. But
Children of the Pope.
I remember getting the chastity talk from this woman who didn't like keep her cherry pop or unpopped. What
Really?
am I
She
trying to say?
didn't stay. She was not a
She was
virgin.
not chaste, and she was giving us the chastity talk, and she was like, "Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, sex rocks. All right, like it's so good." And she's like, "But you're gonna want to wait because it's so amazing that you want to wait to share it with that one special person. I wish I waited." Like, they brought in this woman who was a whore too. And like, I'm like, why are you bringing all these people who have had a ton of fucking sex? She said she wished she waited too. And like, she talked about being on the streets and fucking and getting, you know, whored out or whatever. And she found God and her life changed and stuff. But I mean, I felt like that woman was there to like scare us out of having sex.
It's like
she
Scared
was
Straight.
She was telling us these horror stories about like being a whore. But it's like that's not the same as like getting your thighs headlocked on the edge of a bed.
But also, like, by the way, there are people that are also sex workers, and it's a very legitimate job, and also don't have complete horror story nightmare situations.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't get that side of the tape. But yeah, I just remember being so like annoyed that I was like, you fucked a bunch and you're telling us how awesome it is, but you're telling us to not.
Sometimes I'm like, when these adults are recounting these horror stories, like especially with like drugs and drinking and stuff, I'm like, are you recounting the truth, or are you just telling me your like spoken word version of Requiem for a Dream? Like, because it doesn't sound like these stories are rooted in reality.
No.
People are like, if you have sex, like one time I had sex and my vagina ripped off. You know, it's like stuff like that. It's like, what are you talking about?
My vagina, pink sock.
Yeah.
It's like, that was your asshole.
And I realized I was getting fucked in my ass. So I'm still a virgin.
Yeah. If you're not mature enough to have sex, it could accidentally go in your bum hole and your sphincter could rip and never be repaired, and you'll be shitting in a bag for the rest of your life.
I mean, that kind of is what they say.
Yeah, they do say that.
That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
Life,
but your vagina can't pink sock, as far as I know.
As far as I know, it can't. I mean, if you can push out a baby and it can't do that, I think.
Oh yeah,
I think
that'd
you're
be
okay.
hilarious if you like pink socked and you're pushing out
thing.
Yeah, but maybe you're pushing so hard when you're pushing out the baby that some people do pink sock.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Are you gonna have a kid? When's that happening?
I don't know.
Okay, come on, Greta
Getting
and
pregnant
Abe, let's
sounds
go.
awful to me.
Let's fucking go.
Getting pregnant sounds like body horror to me. My
LFG.
tits are gonna eat my body.
Yeah.
And then
don't you just want some big honking jugs on you?
No, I got a reduction because I didn't want them to be. I mean, they're already huge.
Yeah, you got nice knockers,
yeah,
for sure.
But you know they were bigger. I don't want them to be like.
I didn't know you had reduction.
Yeah,
pardon me, miss.
Yeah, I got it my freshman year of high school. Crazy.
Damn, I need a reduction on the right one.
You can get that. Natalie, who do you need to apologize to?
Okay, so this reminded me of two things. Actually, I have three things, but honestly, the one I almost can't share.
Okay.
Okay, this one is for Eli Diamond. He asked me to homecoming, and I lied to him and told him that my brother had a soccer tournament, but it was a really mean lie because everybody knew my brother didn't play soccer. He was a wrestler. So that was a mean diss, and I love Eli. He's actually one of my good friends.
Okay.
And so I'm sorry I did that, Eli. I was just insecure. But I'm not going to try to excuse it. It was just mean.
Yeah.
This other one goes out to he told me that he got a pube stuck in his teeth. He told me in confidence that he got a pube stuck in his teeth when he was eating out his ex-girlfriend. And I think he told me it, you know, in a kind of like flirty, vulnerable way to let me know he eats box. And I took that vulnerability and I stomped on it, and I told everybody that flosses with pubes. I mean, I told a couple people
but obviously
that I thought would think it was
spreads.
funny, and yeah, I didn't expect those people to tell, and I'm sorry. This last one goes out to Rebecca Lindbergh. This is from kindergarten.
Okay.
I don't know if I can say this.
You can.
Me and Chelsea Eli tied up Rebecca Lindbergh to the bedpost. This is 5-year-olds, people, and this is how I know 5-year-olds are sick fucks. We tied her up to the bedpost, put a bandana around her mouth, and I shoved my butt in her face and said, "Smell it!" And I've always felt really, really guilty about this. And me and Chelsea Eli, like, the whole time we were in elementary school together, like, pretty much every day we would plot, like, weekly at recess, like, we have to go to the principal. We have to tell her, like, what we did. Like, we are holding all this guilt. And Rebecca obviously told her mom, Mrs. Lindbergh, And so Mrs. Lindbergh fucking hated me. And Mrs. Lindbergh told the PTA what I had done. And I remember hearing my mom chew out Mrs. Lindbergh on the phone, like, how dare you spread a disgusting rumor like that about a 5-year-old? That is disgusting. You know, you're a sicko. Stuff like that. And I remember feeling so bad because, like, also my mom chewed out Mrs. Lindbergh. And, like, Mrs. Lindbergh was just telling the truth. And one time in Girl Scouts, Mrs. Lindbergh was like the assistant leader, and she told me my socks looked like boys' socks, and I was really upset about that.
Yeah.
But I know she's just bullying me because I bullied her daughter.
Yeah.
And this one goes out to Trisha Holtkamp. My friend Jen and I want to blame this on Jen because she was older and had more influence on me, and I was just kind of doing what I was told because I didn't want to get a pillow shoved on my face at night and get suffocated by the pillow, which Jen was my best friend growing up, but she also like low-key bullied me, but like in a fun, like
we
older
all had
sister
one. We
kind
all
of
had
way.
a best friend bully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Jen and I had Trisha Holtkamp run up and down this hill in our neighborhood with a big rock over her head. And we said, the fatter you are, the bigger the rock you need to hold is. So we like had these little rocks because we were skinny, and we made Trisha hold a big rock and run up and down the hill. And that was grade school also. And I'm sorry.
Wow.
Kids are so fucked up though. Like I consider myself like I was a pretty good kid.
No, kids are fucked.
But kids are fucked. And I know if you're thinking at home like, oh, I didn't do anything that fucked up, you're lying to yourself. Like,
yeah. You've just trauma blocked it.
yeah, you've trauma blocked.
Yeah. Wow.
Get real with yourself.
Did you go to prom?
I did go to prom, but probably because I was such a fucking cunt, like dissed Eli, who was my homecoming date one year, spread that pube story about him. Nobody asked me to prom.
Yeah.
And I went with my best friend, Gina.
And what'd you wear?
I wore a really cute, like navy blue. Betsy Johnson was big at the time.
Yeah.
It was like her tea dress.
Love.
So it was like navy blue with like a peach, like big peach ribbon.
Love
it was cute.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, I had my wrist broken at the time, and I wore like
a matching
so I wore
like,
gloves.
cast. Oh, I
over it.
love that.
Yeah, silk gloves.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. What'd you wear?
I didn't go to my senior prom.
Didn't?
Mm-mm.
That is a tragedy.
I got uninvited.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, why? Or did you tell it already on the
No,
pod?
I got uninvited because there was drama with my boyfriend at the time. And
that is so fucked up.
he uninvited my ass. I went to his house, watched him get ready, hysterically cried, and then he went to prom. And then
By himself?
well, he went with like his group of friends. And then he went to prom by himself. And then I went and met up with my friend Kenzie, who's still my best friend, and we got drunk.
Wow.
And I'd spoken about this before on the podcast, but that's when I learned what a haircut was. I went to this party where you'd tilt your head back and they'd pour orange juice in it, like a little bit of orange juice, and then fill the rest of your mouth up with vodka.
What the fuck? That's a haircut?
It was called getting a haircut. I don't know if that's like a regional thing.
That's regional.
Yeah.
That's like the 24-hour fuckathon thing.
Like some guy would be like, welcome to the barber shop. Like, who wants a haircut? And then you'd like sit in a chair and be like,
we did like slap the bag.
oh yeah, slap the bag.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never got a haircut.
Yeah,
though,
well, I can give you one.
unfortunately.
I can give you one.
Sure.
Yeah, you let me know.
Let's go. The
I'll give
weekend's
you one
upon
like
us.
this, and then I'll give you a good one.
I would do a diagonal bang.
Why not?
Hey,
Live your life.
life's short.
God, what an exciting episode of this podcast, and I can't believe we're already at my last question.
Oh wow.
Did you have a senior superlative?
I think I was like most likely to be on SNL.
Wow.
I think. I have to check my yearbook. But
I mean,
yeah.
We never had those, but that's like,
Yeah.
it's funny how they're right.
I still would like to be Lorne if you're listening. No, I mean, that's been a childhood dream of mine. Did you want to be on SNL?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I still imagine going like, live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Yeah, of course. I was like,
yeah.
I would watch Molly Shannon and I would be like,
Oh my God,
I
she's a
want to
legend.
be that.
You know what pisses me off though is like the cast is amazing and they don't let any of them do their thing.
Well, now I think it's getting better. Like I feel
Yeah.
like Sarah really gets to
Sarah,
do her
well, you
thing.
can't boss her around. Nobody gonna boss Sarah Squirm around, that's for sure.
But I do feel like now I think it's in a cool time.
Okay.
I think it's an interesting time because I think
yeah, well, I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
Okay.
Get rich or die trying.
Hey, we got to try.
You got to try. Fail
every
and
day.
try. Fail every day. Natalie, where can all of my listeners find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Natalie Palamides and on Twitter at natdogcatdog with a K, but I don't really tweet. And then if you want, you can watch my Netflix special called Nate.
Incredible piece of work.
Thank you, Greta.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be here. As I said,
I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan.
Aren't you taping a special soon?
We hope.
Okay,
so we hope.
It's a secret.
Thank you guys so much for listening to my absolutely amazing, legendary, perfect podcast.
Au revoir, everybody.
And it really means so much to me that you take the time out of your day to listen to this and to engage. What do you want to say, babes?
Wait, before we go.
Yeah.
Would you sing something earnestly and vulnerable for me?
Oh my God, I never do that. No, I can't.
Please.
I really can't.
Please, Greta, please.
What do you want? I used to want to sing like jazz was like what
Okay. What's like your favorite jazz song?
I used to love like Cole Porter classics. It's so nerdy.
Come on, do a Cole Porter classic. And one.
I mean, it's not going to be like, I'm not like a riffer. You need to know that. I don't do like vocal runs. I'm not like people that are like, I'm not doing runs.
I've seen
That's not
you
my
sing.
kind of vocal. Yeah, you've seen me sing.
I know, but
you see my show. I'm not singing for you.
No, come on. This is for the listeners at home. Come on. Just one bar.
Okay. I used to love this little ditty. This is making me crawl out of my skin.
Hey, this is what it's all about.
This is growth. I haven't sang this in a really long time. Let's see if I still remember it. Okay. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. Like that kind of shit.
Holy shit. What do you mean you don't do vocal runs? You're all like, spark.
No, I mean, my voice is like not, it's not
God, it's
warmed
incredible.
up.
I know that's without a warm up, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I used to love all that shit.
I felt like I was at the Copacabana.
There you go. And
wow,
then,
incredible.
Just turn on some Ella when you get in your car.
Okay.
Ella Fitz.
Are you on her album?
No. Ella Fitzgerald?
I mean, I don't know.
No, honey. She's deceased.
You're a connected woman.
Oh, my God. No, Ella Fitzgerald. You know Ella Fitzgerald.
Of course I do.
You need to know.
Of course I know.
Come on.
I know. I know. Oh, yes, Ella.
Ella.
I was thinking that you meant Ella Gold.
Oh, Ellie Gold.
Ellie Gold.
I think it's Ellie Gould. Anyway. All right. Well, what is it?
Is it Ellie Goulding?
Oh,
okay, Miss Know-It-All.
Yeah, Miss Tevi at the comp.
Yeah, you got
fact
fucking
checking away.
Google search in front of you. Ask Jeeves over there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, wow. What an episode. What a day.
This is so fun. Thanks for having me. So fun.
You can come back anytime.
I would love to.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And until next week, stay cool, never change. Ciao.
That was a Headgum podcast.